How's it going, guys? Dexter here for a lesson on double stroke rolls. One of my favourite rudiments, this one. It's super duper cool. Right, here's what's going on. We had a look at the single stroke roll before, which was just right, left, right, left, right, left. Double strokes, you can see it's just moving on from the single strokes. Rather than a single hit per hand, you go for a double hit per hand, 2 hits. So it's right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. Question, what do you think you can get faster? Single strokes or double strokes? Wrong. It's double strokes. You thought it was singles. This is the thing. You might feel more comfortable with singles at the minute, playing right, left, because you've been doing that for ages. But double strokes, right, right, left, left, whilst at the start it might feel kind of clunky and awkward, you can actually get these much faster than your singles because you're actually going to be bouncing the stick. We're going to be using rebound, which is something that we can't use as much in the single strokes. And I'll get onto that in a second. So you can get these a lot quicker. So that's what we're going to be looking at today. Not just quick though, smooth. Very important that you get these smooth. There's no point having raw speed if it just sounds like so make sure you've got it smooth and fast at the same time. Work on both of those things. Right then, let's have a look at how to actually pull this rudiment off well. So right, right, left, left. Again, still a pretty simple rudiment that we've got going on here, but how can we get it faster? This is where we need to start looking into how we're using our sticks and how we're using our arms to really try and pull this off and make it super duper shiny and smooth. So here's what's going on. I would like you to start by just playing your double stroke roll at a comfortable speed. Whatever speed's comfortable to you. Now you can see at a slower speed, we're going to be using 2 completely separate strokes. So we're just going down, lifting the stick up, playing another down. So it's down, up, up. Left, left, right, right, left, left. So at a slower speed, that's fine. Or if we want to play it loud, that's absolutely fine. But as we build up the speed, we're going to want to try and get those 2 notes from being 2 motions, down, up, so well, down, down, to 1 motion. So you can see I'm just going down, and the stick's hitting twice. And that is what we call a diddle. That is a rebounded stroke. You're going to be throwing it down, you're going to let it bounce and hit the drum again without you having to bring your arm up and down again. That's going to save you a lot of time and energy. So this is how we get this thing quicker. So start with this. A little tip for this. Take your stick, hold it very loosely. Again, if you're not too sure on how to hold the stick properly, it's well worth investing some time in just learning how to do that. So you're using the 2 sticks, holding it nice and loose, and you're just going to throw the stick down. And rather than pick it back up or choke the stick and grab the stick, you're just going to let it fall and just try and bounce. And if you're struggling with that, it's because you've probably got some kind of interference. Say your hand, it's touching the back of your hand or something. You've got to throw the stick down. It's got to just balance on 1 point. And often we hold it with this finger and the thumb, and that just lets the stick balance. And that just lets it, you can see the stick can just move, do what it wants, but we're still holding the stick so we don't drop it. So we're going to throw it down, make sure all our fingers and our hand are out of the way, and let it just bounce. And here's the trick for the double stroke roll. Pick it up after it hits the drum twice. So you throw it down, let it bounce, whoop, you whip it away, no more notes. So it's trying to get the hang of that. You can see my hand is not going down, up. It's not forced, it's just throw it down and just pick it up after 2. Might feel really awkward for now because this is the thing. At the minute, you don't have control over that second stroke. It's just kind of doing what it wants. But you've got to start getting used to the feel of this rebound and the feel of your stick and learn to control the speed of those bounces. And that's what we're going to be looking at. And this is going to really, really help. And this is the thing. We're just on a pad. We've just got a stick. I know you guys want to jam along to Green Day or Blink-182 or My Chemical Romance or will.i.am or whatever you guys are into. But this is the thing, this is the most important stuff. You learn all this, then when you're jamming along to your favourite tracks, this stuff starts happening automatically. You start to be awesome on the drum kit. That's what we're aiming for. So, let's try it again. Throw the stick down, let it bounce a few times. Pick it up after 2. So you can see, throw it down, let it bounce, grab the stick. Now, try it with your left hand. Ugh. The first time I tried this, I was like, wasn't happening at all. You've got to spend some time with this. But this is the thing. If it feels like it's just not working for you, just spending time with the pad. Just keep doing it. I used to have a student who was a truck driver, and he used to have a practice pad. I don't know if this is legal, but he used to just hit the drum. He had a practice pad on his other seat. So whilst he was driving and just in a safe zone, he'd just have his pad on the other seat. And he'd just be just walloping that drum with whichever hand he was using. So, and he'd just be working on these things. That guy was super quick after a while, just working on trying to do that. I don't recommend doing that on driving, and don't hold me responsible if you do that. So do it in a safe environment where there's nothing around and you're not operating machinery. Right, back to it. So you can see it's just about putting time into it. You will get it if you put enough time in. So that's your diddle. Just try and throw it down, let it bounce. So at the minute, it might be all kind of unruly and uncontrolled. Don't worry about that. Next, you're going to try and join the two hands together. So you're going to throw it down right, right, followed by left, left. So you're doing the right, and then the bounce, followed by the left, left with no gap. And if you want to get it faster, that's where you start putting a little bit more pressure on the stick. You start applying a little bit of pressure. Just like if you want to make those bounces faster. So that was slow. If I put a little bit of pressure on, they go a bit faster. So same thing for the diddle. Throw it down, try and get the notes closer together by applying a bit of pressure, but still pick it up after two. Same for the left hand. Then join them together. So once you've got those 4 strokes there, right, right, left, left, after you've played the left, left, try and put the right, right back in there. And you can see we're starting to build up a faster double stroke roll. And then start putting the left on at the end. And then just keep on going till you've got this kind of floppy sounding double stroke roll. So there's still a bit more we need to do to it, but you're just throwing your stick down, letting it bounce. So that's the start just there, and all of a sudden it's better than what we had choppy before. Now, it still doesn't quite sound perfect, so for you more advanced guys that have already been through that, get that to start with, and then we're going to try and smooth it out. And the trick just here is throw it down, and what you've got to try and do is try and make the second stroke as loud as the first stroke, because at the minute with the bounce you naturally get a loud stroke followed by a quieter stroke. And with that, you get this kind of double stroke roll. Dagger, 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 dagger. So you get... It's like a dagger, da, 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 da. Whereas we want da, 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 da. So we want to get those second strokes louder. Now the trick to this is the snap of the fingers. The fingers start coming in a little bit more. So you throw the stick down, and when it does goes for the second stroke, you're still letting it rebound, but you're going to give a little extra push to that second stroke. So you see I'm throwing it down, nice and loose, and then pulling the stick to get that second stroke and bringing the stick away. So down, snap for the second stroke. And for now, try and get that second stroke slightly louder than the first note, so that as you speed it up, they'll even out. So you've actually got... So you can see it's just trying to get that snap of the fingers. So down, and pull the fingers back. And again, try and spend some time with this. And that is going to smooth it out. And you can see where you're going with that. So it's pretty cool. Again, same in traditional grip. That's more of a snap of the thumb. So you throw it down. And you've actually got the fingers pulling the stick in. So it's good. So you can see where you can go with that. So that's just a little thing. So then take it from this, floppy, to snappy. So we go from this to, makes it a lot smoother. So hope this helped you guys with the double stroke roll. Really good rudiment to get into. Again, we're going to be applying this to the drum kit, so watch out for that lesson. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and you'll get notified of all these future lessons. Or go check it out on dexstar.net. Everything's all up there in categories and things. Makes it a bit easier to find. Have some fun with that, guys. I'll see you for the next lesson soon.